President Buhari's Cabal is eyeing the interim government, says Nasir El Rufai. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. Kaduna Governor Nasir El Rufai said in an exclusive interview with Premium Times that some non-state actors are eyeing the interim government as a result of the ongoing presidential election process. The governor spoke of people and forces whose patterns and behaviors he identified as elements consistent with plans to undermine or overthrow the private-to-private transition after the upcoming presidential election. El Rufai told Premium Times some of the wildest stories about conspiracies to undermine the APC's transition are that at best they lose, and hopefully the whole system doesn't lead to an election, leading to a transitional settlement, he said. He has neglected to name these elements, which he argues do not deserve the traditional Nigerian political cabal label. According to Rufai, the content of a strong cabal allows for a level of sophistication and discipline lacking in the groups around President Muhammadu Buhari. There's nothing wrong with giving names. I'm not afraid of anyone, but for me, naming them gives them charm. You are nothing. You can't win elections. They know nothing about elections or political legitimacy. You can only achieve your goals by hiding behind people like President Buhari, he pointed out. The governor of Kaduna State also addressed the contentious issues surrounding President Buhari and All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Bola Tinubu. When asked about the mixed signals in the president's lukewarm attitude towards Mr. Tinubu's campaign, he insisted there were none. President Buhari sees the APC as the child he fathered and who was pregnant for 18 months before giving birth. He never will, but I'm willing to risk my neck and my life. President Buhari will never oppose the APC. Even if the candidate is the devil himself, he will never oppose any APC candidates, he said. He argued that the president was a party member and an established person whose support for Mr. Tinubu is guaranteed. He also painted a picture of the workings of power-hungry factions within the party. What happened is that there are people around the president who are presidential candidates. They had two candidates for him who wanted to succeed Buhari. Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Emefiele purchased the APC-styled presidency, but after public outcry, he was unable to run for the primary. Many Nigerians called for his removal as CBN chief, citing his involvement in partisan politics. The current Senate Speaker, Mr. Lawan ran for the primary but finished fourth behind Tinubu, former Transport Minister Rotimi Amechi, and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. So this is Governor of Kaduna State firing at all cylinders again. He has said that he will keep speaking his mind about all these things going on, and he will never stop talking about the cabals that
He's alleging yet again,
in his words, not afraid to mention their names, but he doesn't want to give them any kind of charm or power.
The election will not take place and his own candidate will not be declared the winner. His love, sudden love and support for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is what a lot of people are finding hard to believe, to say, where did the love just suddenly spring from? We know that El Rufai was very, very close to President Muhammadu Buhari, but as it seems the cabal has pushed him out and is trying to position himself strategically into maybe the next presidency that is going to come, which he believes is in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So now that he's thrown this allegation again, we hope that, this will be sorted. And you can remember that one person that's also named them, the cabal, so to speak, is one of the APC stalwarts who was said that, the cabals are the ones working, but that Tunde Sabiu, the president's nephew, was the one taking the decision, advising the presidency on new notes and every other critical decisions. Now the question is, the president has a mind of his own. Yeah, people around him can of course sell him some policies which might be in alignment with his thinking, because you can't just suggest something to your boss if your boss is not in that line of thinking, or if he doesn't buy into that line of thinking. But as Godwin Emefiele has, condescend his role to open his mouth to tell us that the mint was out of paper. It just shows that from the point of the policy making to the point of planning to the point of implementation, their policy was already dead on arrival. So is this ploy undertaken to make Nigeria be in need, want, frustration, where they can't even access their own money after you've collected all the monies they have, in order to make vote buying easier? Is that what the case is? Or there's a genuine interest of, okay, let us do this so that there would not be any kind of vote buying? So those are some of the questions that have been coming up. But honestly, if you have listened to the news today, you'd have seen a pocket of protest around somewhere in Songwater today, where the banks are not even opening to people and the roads are blocked on the highway on both sides, and the banks are not issuing the new Naira notes. And the question is, what is going on exactly? We saw somewhere in the northern Nigeria where CBN officials went into the rural areas and was swapping their Naira notes and even giving them extra 200 Naira. So why can't such level of relief be done to people on this side? We know that area as predominantly rural areas, but it doesn't stop the fact that there are also rural areas in the southeast and also southwestern part of Nigeria. So those are the kind of discussions that we are having. But honestly, all of our leaders have not done well. Whether they want to hear it or they do not want to hear it, they've not done well.
Ever measured they are taking to avoid vote buying.
But the truth of the matter is the bulk of this money, however released, are going to land in the hands of those they do not want them to land into. That's the fact. A bank would, of course, take care of the customers who bring a lot of cash in than the customers who just brings a few thousands of Naira. That's the sad reality, and it's just here and there, bouncing citizens up and down. The Supreme Court is saying, okay, old notes should still be used. CBN governor said this morning that old notes are no longer legal tenders. Which way do we go exactly? Please drop your comments below. God bless Nigeria. Thank you to our new subscribers for joining us. And to existing subscribers, thank you also for always stopping by. May God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.